Okay, we're going to start this session with our lateral bow and arrow exercise. So, feet comfortably shoulder width apart, the stick on the right hand side. The hand's going to be, for most people, just above the sticker. So your elbow is close to 90 degrees. The stick is about 20 centimetres away from your foot. We're going to reach across with the top hand, thumb down grip, and we're going to push the hips away from the stick, and then we're going to straighten our arms and hold that stretch. Bring that stretch back. We're going to rotate the stick a quarter turn because we've done an exercise that flexes the stick. This way we're not flexing the same point of the stick again. We're going to take our hips away from the stick. We're going to stretch the arms out straight. And this time we just gently take the arms forward and back so the top of the stick is going behind you and in front of you. Just a gentle little arc. Good. Come back to centre, come out of that stretch. We'll change sides, so this time on the left side. Again, the hand around about just above the sticker, elbow more or less 90 degrees. The bottom of the stick about 20 centimetres away from the foot. We're going to reach across with the right hand, thumb down grip. We're going to take the hips away from the stick and we're going to straighten the arms. Keep breathing through this exercise. Good. Come back to neutral. Rotate the stick a quarter turn. We're going to take the hips away from the stick, straighten the arms, and this time we can add our little movements with the top of the stick going forwards and backwards, so in front and behind. Good. And then coming out of that stretch. Okay, we go into our snake reach stretch. So if we have a half kneeling position, so left foot forward, kneeling on the right side, the stick is going to be in front of your body. Okay, the right hand is loosely holding the stick at the moment at the top. Left hand, we're going to reach between me and the stick. So I'm going to reach between, I'm going to take that stick around behind my left shoulder. Now the right hand is going to rotate around the stick and try and climb the stick like a snake would slither up a tree, hence the name of the stretch. My left hand can rotate the stick inwards towards my thumb to assist that right hand to climb the stick. And hold, keep breathing. Okay, and then take that stretch off, have a little rest, and then we're going to climb the right hand up again, rotate the stick in with the left hand to make it climb a little further, and if you want to add a little bit more stretch to the right side, we can take the base of the stick across towards the right, which takes the top of the stick across towards the left, and hold. Okay, we'll come out of that position and swap sides. So left knee down, right foot forward. This time the left hand is going to be loosely at the top of the stick to start. My right hand is going to go between me and the stick, and we're going to take that stick around behind my right shoulder. And my left hand is going to slide up and around the stick. My right hand can assist, turning inwards towards my thumb. And hold. And relax. Take that left hand down for a moment. And then on our second stretch, we will stretch up with the left, rotate the stick in with the right, And we can take the base of the stick across towards the left. Top of the stick will then go across to the right. And hold. Keep breathing. Only take things to a comfortable stretch. Okay, come back to neutral, relax that stretch off. We'll unwind ourselves out of that position. We're going to move to a posterior chain exercise, the single leg hip hinge. So we're going to have the stick, if we place the stick on your left foot, have your left hand about shoulder height, okay? What we're going to do is lift that left foot off the floor. I'm going to go into our hip hinge position so that we have the lengthening of the right side and we've got some controlled tension and lengthening on the right hamstring and posterior chain. Come back up to a neutral position. Try and keep your foot off the floor if you can. We'll do 3 repetitions. So going to hip hinge number 2. Good. Coming back up. Maintain some tension between your hand and your foot, and that gives us some extra stability in this position as we go into hip hinge number 3. Good. And then coming up and land down. If we change over to the right side, stick on the right foot, right hand on the above shoulder height, more or less. We're going to hitch the right foot up, tension between the hand and the foot for some stability, hinge into our position and hold. Good. Coming back up. If you can hover that foot off the floor, keep that up. And go into our hip hinge number 2. Good. Coming back up and going to number 3. Good. Coming back up and placing the foot down. Going to do a stretch for the posterior chain. So if we take the stick and rest it on the left shoulder, and the base of the stick away from you, we're going to take the left foot, place it forward, and then we're going to hinge at the hips, and I'm going to slide my hands down the stick until I feel my comfortable stretch. Then I'm going to press back on my hands. You'll see the stick deflect as I do that, and I'm going to push my heel down into the floor. So I'm going to push both the hands and the heel and hold. And relax. I can often then take up a little bit more slack until I get to my new stretch position, and then we can engage the stick and the heel again and hold. And relax. If you have got a little bit more range to take up, you can. For most people that would be probably close to their end. So while we're in that position, we can now add some internal, external rotation of the foot. So turning it in, turning it out. Good. Back to centre, and we can just climb our way out of that stretch with the hands up the stick. This time place the stick on the right shoulder. We're going to have the right foot forward. We're going to hinge at the hips and slide the hand down to our first point of stretch through the posterior chain. Again, we're going to push back through the stick, back through the heel. So engage both the stick and the heel and hold. And relax. If you can take up a little bit more range, then take up that range. And once again, engage through the stick engage through the heel and hold. Good, and then relax. If you can take up a little bit more, by all means do, but if that's about still the end range for you, add your internal, external rotation of that right foot. Good, back to centre, and we'll climb our way out of that position. Okay, if we take now a nice wide stance with the feet, and we're going to place the base of the stick at the instep of the right foot. We'll have the right hand above shoulder height, and we'll have the left hand in a similar position. We'll hinge forward and rotate the right stick forward and the left hand round behind. So rotate the body, come back to our forward position, stay in your hip hinge, rotate again around to the left, right side forward, and then back, and last one, right side forward, we're rotating to the left, round as far as you can, come back to centre, swap sides, so the stick on the instep of the left foot, left hand above shoulder height, right arm can be in a similar position. We're going to hinge forward and we're going to rotate to the right this time, left arm forward, right arm back. Come back to centre, hinge and rotate. Repetition number 2. Come back to the forward position, and rotation number 3. Good, come back to centre. We're going to keep our nice wide stance for the final exercise, which is the ninja lunge. So if we pop the stick on the right hand side again, and a similar position with the hand, a little bit above shoulder height. The first position for our ninja lunge is that we're going to take the left hand towards the floor. So we're going to hinge at the hips and take that left hand towards the floor. Reach towards the floor as far as you can. You'll feel the stretch through the chest and the right arm. Hold that position for a moment. And then we'll take the left hand to the base of the stick. And we're going to lunge from side to side. So as we go to the left, we're going to look up at the top of the stick. As we go to the right, the knee goes on the outside of the stick, and we look back at the left foot, ensuring the foot stays flat on the ground. The top of the stick goes slightly forward. We go back across to the left, look up at the top of the stick, back across to the right, knee on the outside of the stick, look back at the left foot, and one more each way, cross to the left, look up at the top of the stick, and then back to the right, look back at the left foot, and then come back to centre, hang your hand down. Most people will be further towards the ground than when they started. And then hinging back up to the start position. So if we put that now on the left side and have our left hand above shoulder height, first movement is to hinge forward with the right hand towards the ground, stretching through the left arm and the chest. Hold that position for a moment. And then we take the right hand to the base of the stick. We're going to lunge from side to side. We lunge to the right and we look up at the stick at the top end of the stick on the left. And then we lunge to the left. The knee goes on the outside of the stick. Keep your right foot flat on the ground. Lunge across to the right, look up at the left end of the stick, lunge across to the left, look back at the right foot, keep the foot flat on the ground. One more to each side, lunge to the right, look up at the left, and lunge to the left and look back at the right foot. And come back to centre, hang the hands down, see if it's changed from the first position, and then we're standing back up and we've completed our mobility session.